Hey, folks, Quilly18 here, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Songs of Six. We've got our lovely community of Riverbend here, and we are starting to tech up a little bit. Now, I think the next thing I might want to do is I was looking through the tech tree here, and it looks like if we unlock basements, then we'll be... I mean, it's not very clear. Yeah, dig out basements to increase housing capacity. I don't know by how much, but... it looks like if we do this, I won't have to build new housing districts and we'll be able to increase density. Because I was just thinking, you know, I see people posting screenshots of their cities with like 10 or 20,000 people in it. And it's like, there's not that much room on the map. So I was like, there must be a housing density increase. All right, game. I was no longer holding the left key. I don't know why you decided to go off into space that way. But we'll do that. And then there's even a second floor upgrade we can do later. Now, I don't know what the cost to this upgrade is. It's going to cost me some of my innovation points or some of my, well, hold on. So my knowledge, which I think is fine. So I'm going to unlock that. I guess I could always change my mind if it turns out I don't have the means to do this. But let's click on a house. Oh. What? That's not what I expected. Have I not clicked on a house before? All right, room upgrades. That's assigning this criteria. Oh, mover. Odd jobbers will automatically move out if an employed subject needs their home. This tool manually moves random odd jobbers. Oh. But yeah, room upgrade. Okay, so this is just showing me a room upgraded tool. Okay, and this needs cut blocks. Okay. I think then it's time. Did it show cut blocks in this? It shows cut blocks on the icon here. So, okay, that's fairly reasonable. What I could do is, I guess I could refund this for the moment. Yeah, that's fine. Fancy benches, so, okay, blocks, this would be block and metal. All right, I get that. I think what we need to do is increase our stone cutting setup. Now, in terms of raw stone, we still have plenty, but I'm wondering if what I need to do is updo it some more. Is this that's the masons. You are max employed. I'm betting we don't have enough mason workers to justify, what's the word I'm looking for? Another stone cutter? Actually, we might. Because you are consuming 112 stone a day, which I suppose we could see here. Yeah, I could build 2 more of this size and still end up with some amount of stone. We might need to do more stone, just raw stone at some point. Well, what I'll do maybe is I'll go ahead and double this. Do I just want to copy this? Be lazy? I think I do. I do love being lazy. What I want to do then is... oh, what? Oh! Right, my super screenshot thing. Let's go and do this. And then shift copy. I want to cover this, but we'll go and do this. Over the trees and stuff. No, that's fine. Okay. And then we have a stockpile for stone. Do I have a set stockpile for cut stone? The warehouse capacity is not very high here, so I strongly suspect this is just part of my central warehouses, and we don't have a dedicated one. Now that might be fine. Got this ore here that I would definitely like to work at some point. Let's just do this for now. Save. Yeah, net positive, but it's pretty slow right now. And if we are going to upgrade more buildings, we're definitely going to need more maintenance for it. Okay, everyone's buried. We still have some people that are gone crazy, which I wonder if we treat them in the asylum, they can be cured. We will want to do that. I know it needed some fancy material. Oh, we can see the empty graves. Okay. Good. Yeah, do this first. And then, I guess before I overspend somewhere, I'm going to go and unlock the gem mines. With some innovation. Great. Do I want to go and boost our grain more? Yeah, our food stockpile is collapsing. Now, again, in theory, it's like, oh, yes, you make the net grain, but I think the bakery's not consuming it because we don't have it. That's what's going on. That's right. Our bakery consumption's gone down because it doesn't exist, so now it's previewing this. No, we definitely need more grain stuff. I think I'm just gonna have to go and spend in the grain farming. But we don't really have tools. Well, we import a few tools. Is this worth it? 2 levels. I guess we can probably put up to 2 like ticks of tools in there. I don't know. I think I'll go skilled. Oh, it does need the tools to be maxed out. Can I click? I think it auto-spent that. Okay, let's do this. We might get a little bit of food crunch here. It's the season. Okay, autumn. So theoretically, we've got a harvest coming in soon. And I hope we weren't accidentally selling grain that we didn't have, right? I mean, I got rid of the grain export now, but I had limits set on there. I mean, we might have been selling some when maybe at post-harvest we were selling a bunch and then we really want to stockpile more. That is entirely possible. But this is a little later in the season. Maybe when we'll do the first harvest. I don't know. I mean, we have a little bit of food. People aren't starving yet. I might want to pull in more people for work, but I'm not sure I want to do that yet. All right, so more information is going to get made. And then the stone worker over here. That is going to be good. All right, let's bring the speed up. And then we'll have to reinvest in the basements, because I did cancel that, right? Yeah, but we can wait until the cut stone accrues. Might be a good thing to sell, too. I'm not sure. And yeah, we're always going to hover around 100K, because I have, like, my egg buying set to, like, buy eggs but keep 100K. Oh, thanks for the... I mean, that's a pathetic gift, but sure. Well, there's no reason to say no to that. Is the clay going down? Ooh, it is definitely going down. Because the labs are consuming tons of it. Well, what if we boosted our clay harvest? You know, I'm going to go all the way up to level 7 on this. So we might want to boost the stone cutters as well. There we go. Grain's going up. The bakeries are going to kick back in as things get delivered, and we'll see where we end up there. And yeah, it's possible we didn't benefit from all the grain boosting because it probably has to go through the entire season. And there's some decay, but it doesn't decay very quickly. We have enough workers. Hopefully we can hold off on the house building. And we'll just keep increasing our masonry here and then start upduting the houses to next level. I'm sure we're going to need more of this. And maybe it's more efficient to do a really big one. I don't think there's anything inherent about efficiency based on the building size other than like an optimal combination of how much material you need for the walls and supports versus whatever. Because I mean, the supports here are less than the outer wall. But I think other than the initial material investment, I think... Ooh, we do need some extra workers. How many do we employ over here? 60. I think other than the initial investment, I don't think there's any particular efficiency boost one way or another, right? I mean, maybe it becomes even more notable when you're doing, like, building upgrades? I don't know. All right, so cut stone, net positive. Other stone, still on a net positive and a little over full, and maybe I could sell some. Or increase our storage, but... Actually, a little export kind of makes some sense. Put a little export depot. Outbreak. Swamp lawn. I don't need it to be bigger, but part of me is like, well, maybe I should just go ahead and do this just because it fits in here nicely. Or I can put some extra decoration. So I'm just going to put a little one of those. Hang on. It's on some of the mine. Yeah, let me cancel that. And instead we'll build it here. And I might end up doing a cut stone. Ooh, no. No. That's not what I wanted. I might end up doing a cut stone exporter as well. It's moot right now, and we definitely need a proper storage for it later. But that might work out nicely. And heck, we might export the, what's it called? The Scythian ore as well. Yeah, we'll just yoink some stone from here to sell and keep this, I don't know, do we set a half full target? Seems reasonable-ish. I mean, the stone doesn't really decay. Maybe I'll keep a 3/4 target just so that we can quickly build more as we need it. Yeah. So just a slow trickle output. Keep this 3/4 full. These guys can be supplied. And yeah, the cut stone is being grabbed as soon as we've got it, but that's fine. So we're going to export from here. Yeah, don't grab the loose stuff. Oh. Stone. And there we go. 75%. Keep that 75% full. And then just, yeah, anything else can be sold. It's not very valuable. But at the cost of employing one trader over here, we'll get a little bit of trickle of money. And this stone miner, yeah, you are, oh, it's interesting. Short one employee. Oh, where do I work for? Oh, it's because everyone's sick. Right, okay. That's fairly, well, fair. Hopefully, I don't know how the priorities are set up. It's like, part of me is thinking, well, let's make sure the hospitals, well, you are fully employed. So they might have kept a higher percentage over there. The number of sick people is, in fact, going up. Should probably build some of those massage parlors. I think we get a fulfillment from it as well. Maybe bathhouses as well? Maybe I really should be looking into more of those. I mean, the problem with games, and it's not a problem, this is actually a trait of a good game, is you want more of everything all the time. We're going to go ahead and duplicate this graveyard. I'm not going to worry about the block layout. So we are going to have some more corpses here. And in fact, I mean, we're just going to trend a little higher. I think I'm going to go ahead and build all these immediately. Are these, do they get auto? No, so they will want some workers. I think it's fine. We'll do this because, again, this one here is turned off. So just natural deaths is going to be something. Well, are you at 78 available already? Oh, shit, that decay really kicked in. Hold on. Pause. It turns out that this is going to be... We'll need this for now. But yeah, okay, the decay is now happening quite speedily, so that's good. All right. Grain there. Grain up. That's good. Food there. I mean, I think we're still going to need to update this. And yeah, the shortage of workers. Everyone's decent right now. Kind of expect we'll probably... Well, the loyalty's high. The happiness is lower. It's interesting that they're a bit mismatched over there. But we might be able to get some more immigrants soon. And again, as people get healthier, that should be okay. What about, is this my other daycare? Is this also at 100% load? Wow, I think we gotta build some mega daycares. I don't know. The school there. Tell you what I'm gonna do is I'm going to copy this one, and I'm gonna put this right next to the school. That seems like it makes sense. If we do this, they'll share an inner wall, but still be fully insulated, I think. Okay. Still confused why you don't get an insulation stat over there. Someone in Discord is saying, okay, it's the servants that maintain it. Maybe that's why, but I'm assuming they still need the material to be maintained. Just like, so janitors maintain everything else, servants maybe maintain this, but I assume they still need material, so the installation still matters. Turns out it doesn't matter, and I didn't have to do this change at all, but I don't know. Nobles, we'll give them a little buffer behind there. Oh, and actually, with titles, how do we see that stat that we're looking? Oh, right over here. Yeah, so we can support up to 250 farm workers, yeah. And we only have 68. We probably could build more grain farms, maybe we should. And that's fine. And this is fine. And this is fine. Technically, we could take an update on the bakeries. Weavers is fine. So, I mean, we'd be adding an extra 100 workers to our cap, and we really only need, well, now we only need 19, but We might need more. Maybe there's not enough people working in the bakery. I think I will go and give you one of those promotions. And then woodcutters are fine. There's 3 people not getting the boost for the onxes, but that's okay. 18 people not getting it for the pot. I think I might be fine with that. I'm a little bit worried about overcommitting, and I want to leave the flexibility. Which, I mean, it's the same thing with the tech, right? I'm like, but what if? And it's harder to take those title levels away. New rooms, range, a little bit of death, but that's okay. The homelessness, which we will try to fix. And actually, so if I go back to, where was the basements? I mean, Civic? Okay. Yeah, let me go and reallocate this. Fancy roads, swimming pools. Might be time to do some of that. Fancy wells. That would be another good way to get a mood boost. I wonder if it helps with the health. I mean, it would give them more well fulfillment, less leaky buckets, and more pleasant look. It needs clay and needs the cut stone. Well, we don't really have the clay yet, so we're going to wait on that. And is there an upgrade tool in here? Yeah, room upgrade. Same thing I was looking for. There we go. Okay. So, maximally upgraded. We don't have the tech for the gilded seats. Let's do this housing block. It's centered, I don't know. Where are these guys? Should I do, like, some of the outer edges? Maybe. You know what? Okay, over here. My box select you. 100 stone. We're basically good on that. All right. Boom. So does it happen immediately? Okay, and it goes to 14. So 40% more people can fit in this house with the basement. I wonder if the second floor, is it going to add like +6? So we'll go from an overall of houses used to do 10 and then they'll do 20. And we get twice as much density as before. Oh no, but that will help without queuing up, without using up more physical space, and also not requiring as much distance traveled over the map. Is there a commute map mode? Math usage. No, because one of the things when you mouse over someone, a building, they have to commute over here. So ideally, we'd like this to be 100% everywhere. Yeah, and I don't know, we kind of need these charts. Like if we find, so this is actually a good example. This mushroom farm, people are having to commute quite far. And there really isn't a lot of housing that close. Now I could upgrade these houses, that might help a little bit, but I'm wondering about a little bit of a housing area over here. Part of the reason I didn't is because it's such good irrigation space. That is something to consider. Also, the workloads, oh yeah, see, yeah, I think I did like over. I'm going to bring you back down. I did overcommit a few of these. And there. We'll keep monitoring that a little bit. Because I did add the extra workers to a bunch of these last time, which may or may not have been required. But I didn't like that they were sitting at 100%. And maybe, you know, they were effectively just like, effectively sitting at something like 102% or something, so we're really not gaining anything from assigning the extra person, but so be it. I have a lot of fabric. Are we not exporting the fabric? Export depots, yeah, but maybe not fast enough. Maybe, or maybe my buffer is too big. Fabric. This one over here. I'm just hiring 5 people right now. They're actually chooching a lot of stuff. Full source, halfway. No. Oh, you know what I didn't think of? Where is this place? Is it taking forever to get there? Maybe that's the issue. Yeah, I'm betting it's just too far away. Let me null this out. Find the fabric warehouse. What's that? Fabric warehouse doesn't have an auto-employ? What? The waters near your capital suddenly turn red and taste of rust. Events like this are alluded to in the Sumerian and thus momentarily increase devotion massively. The possible end of 6 is pretty good time to court the gods after all. Species of different colored blood are distinctly unimpressed by the rust water though. Okay. Fisheries production speed. Piety at shrines and temples. I don't think we have temples yet. Okay, so first of all, you need some goddamn workers. Secondly, this is the fabric warehouse over here. Yeah, I'll take this corner, even though that's part of the housing block. But let's put a little export depot right over here for the fabric. Still have a worker shortage. And no one's coming to town yet. This is interesting. Like, I don't know who does the construction. Like, we've got this worker shortage, but we clearly have some people still occasionally acting as odd jobbers for whatever reason. And I don't know what determines that. But I'm happy it's happening to prevent us from getting stuck. Select next order, closest source. Oh, right. So if I go and tell you you're the fabric one, if I click this, will you just... And you do all of them, which is weird to me. Wait. Hang on a second. I deleted this. Okay, no, maybe I just missed one of these. Because I was feeling like it deleted one but didn't clear. Just from fabric, leave it half full. There you go. And this should really minimize your walking. Yeah, it was employing a lot of people. I think because they're having to hike a lot. And don't pull the loose stuff. That's going to be fine. Because yeah, and I don't need this global one. There we go. It's full on that. That's okay. What about our furniture? This guy here. I mean, it might not be the closest. We don't have any limits. Okay, that doesn't matter. And this doesn't matter. And then here, we're pulling from central warehouse. Oh. Does we have a furniture warehouse? We must. Central. Wait a minute. Do we not have a dedicated furniture warehouse? We do not. Okay. Carpenter. We have a wood warehouse. And we have quite a lot of furniture storage. I don't know, maybe the furniture export was fine. Keep all of them halfway full. Yeah, we do have to make friends with these guys. They actually want to buy furniture very aggressively. Maybe it's time. If I click on you, does it bring you up? Did it autofill that? I might have autofilled this. And I'm going to say that's... No. No. Why are you guys so cranky? Okay, let's port you. And in fact, you might be worth... You know, you're huge people. We're going to invest to try to get to 2.5. Oh, frack. Okay. I guess it takes a lot more work because you are so huge. Let me pull back a little. There you go. Just to make sure we don't... I guess if I do that. There you go. So we'll flatter you as much as possible to improve things. It's not going to be enough to set up the colleagues, which would remove some of the tariffs. But it might make that deal a little bit better. And yeah, you're a huge trading partner. It would be great to open that up. Because you might have some cheap goods that we want, and you might be willing to pay a lot more for things that we want, like furniture. Hey, how's your graveyard? Is it empty yet? No. 3 more graves still have to decay. Can we get decay time on the individuals? No, I'm not sure. Okay. Speed 2 for a little bit. Still hoping that some of the fabric gets sold off. Furniture chooching hopefully a little bit better. And then being out of clay doesn't feel great. How about... Right, we did the basic. All right. Let me max that out. I think... Do we import the metal? Do we make our own tools? Because I don't think we make tools right now. I think we only import them. And there's a few things that are using them passively. I think we probably want to go. I think we probably want to go and make our own tools industry. Am I creating metal or are we just importing that? Yeah, that's just being imported. Do we bootstrap the entire industry? We have tons of metal ore over here. Wait, no, don't. Use per day. Because we have coal. But we aren't actually, yeah. If I were to produce my own, I'd really have to mine the metal and this, and we don't have the workers right now. And man, we, no. So I'd like, $2,000 is nothing. That's a lot of wood. But I'm just gonna do this. At some point we'll fight back because it'll be fun to do. And yeah, these two are disabled currently. We will want to hire some more. This last disease actually really caused some significant problems for us. Do I break the monoculture? I don't know. We got this, we got this. We got decent food. Food security is going up. Can I offer people more drinks per day? Or more food per day, although the food per day would conflict with this, so I don't think that's going to happen. We do need the temples. Oh, I did unlock, or did I? Did I unlock the fancy wells? No. We still need the housing. Maybe I should just box select, like, upgrade way more things. We've got the cut stone. Yeah, okay. That's what we're going to do. We're going to come back over here, room upgrade. And I could box select the entire screen. But probably I should keep doing it sort of a block at a time for some of the housing. I don't know. Maybe over here. Go. That going on. There you go. Wood is being drained right now. Which might stall off a few other industries. I guess I could cancel the carpenters for a little bit. Remember to turn back on. But it would also free up a lot of odd jobbers. Okay, let me go and turn off this carpenters for the moment. Get some odd jobbers. Because our furniture's still going to be okay. We're having to pay off a little bit. And then we'll make sure we don't spend all of our wood. Use the odd jobbers to maybe do a few more of these upgrades. And then wait on a bunch of the stone. Freeing up some of the workers might have also fixed some of the buildings being undersupplied as well. Happiness actually went down 1%. Of course, our population isn't just going up from... Oh, there we go. 115 infants. 572 children. The daycares, what do they handle? Child. So I'm wondering if the infants always have to have parents looking after them. But the daycares... How do we... 39 services. Does that show up anywhere in here? Over here is the capacity. What is this my overall... Okay. Employees. What is this? Priority. Okay. And then this is... Oh, that's workload, but not actual load. Oh, the commute for this one is really bad. Which is interesting, because there's lots of housing around. Okay, but it's quite clear we do need more daycares. All right. Wait. Maybe I do a little... Maybe I do a little housing block behind here. Some extra daycare? You know what? In this area. I know it's like... It's cut off here. It's very convenient. No, let's go and make this area. So, what kind of daycare can I make if I was willing to do kind of a larger otter shape? Actually, let me get rid of this canal completely, because I'm not going to go and irrigate this area. I'm going to leave these little bits on the road. roads because it looks kind of neat. And then if I go and delete that, I probably have to rebuild the road anyway. So let's just do this. All right. Then I'm going to try to do this kind of daycare setup. Oh, we can have a shared wall. Although there's an open door. How do I feel about that? I guess that's fine. Okay. PlayStation. Can't put up against the wall. You can do that. Let's leave a little gap here so that people can walk through. And then we need... No, that is not what I want to do. I can't... Oh, my God. The undo doesn't really undo everything. That's... more than a little annoying. Like... That's the sort of thing I want to do. Maybe? Triple block that way works. If I go and put this back in. Oh, and then as long as I'm doing it... Oh, hold on. That is not centered the way I was thinking. What happens if I do the other side here? No, we still need a little bit more in between. I guess I can make these little fibers. Okay. We don't need as much because it is near the other wall. Oh, no, that doesn't actually even cover that. Okay. Now I don't see any yellow over here. The storage, I think, is more efficient for the efficiency. Can I do that? Is that... Oh, that's... Okay, so you can access both those sides. Although I might want to leave some room to walk. Yeah, so let me do this. Oh, that's 100% efficiency already. Okay. Let's build more PlayStations. Still at 100% efficiency. Wait, really? I'll obviously leave some room for some pillars here. I guess I can draw this more densely. Hang on. I delete you. Okay, but I gotta leave room for the pillars too. I guess that's still fine. I don't see any yellow. We're still at 100% efficiency. Okay. All right, 100 more kids in here. Although, that's still, like, only a fraction of our total kids. This is actually nuts. Installation's good. Okay. 100% efficiency, 100% installation. Let's do it. Giant daycare. Go. 20 employees, 100 kids. Theoretically will lead to a net positive of things over here. Food, we're up to 6 months. No one else is joining in, but okay. That should hopefully free up a few more workers. Furniture is still fine. Okay, because again, the carpenter is turned off right now. Wood's going back up. And we have some more stone kicking around, so I will go houses. Yeah, at some point we'll just do a box select to upgrade anything on the map that has an upgrade available. We'll do that. We might dip negative into something, which would be the only awkward bit. Although it doesn't look like with the construction, it can be a little awkward if we have a bunch of parallel construction. Wait, the upgrade is instant, isn't it? So if I did like box select the entire map, presumably it would upgrade everything that we could afford to upgrade, and just not do anything more. Because the thing with the construction, like we saw with the chambers, is we might want to have built those one at a time to make sure each one gets finished, rather than have a bunch of half-finished chambers without all the resources. There's probably some daycare upgrades available as well. Speaking of, we've got some more innovation. Probably we don't need more wood cutting tech. Although we do have a lot of woodcutters, so theoretically there's a lot of value there. I really am thinking we kind of want to look at the tools. Smithy. Do we set up all the mining? Or do I just import? I wonder if it's worth just importing raw stone. Is this a bunch of dead people that aren't corpses? Okay. However, this is now empty. Okay. Nope. There's still one more. Dang it. Okay, I'm not going to build another cemetery yet, another graveyard. I'm going to wait for this final corpse to decay. Upgrade this to the max, I think. And then we'll just be good for, maybe forever, depending on what the decay rate is. That might be fully self-sustaining forever. I could turn off the other graveyards. Certainly these two down here are a little bit awkward. The other one over here, our old graveyard, I'll probably keep that. It's kind of nice. I don't feel the need to reclaim that space. And it might be nice to have a little bit more proximity going on. If anything, it might be worth doing with clay, isn't it? Although that's already done here. And this just gets way more expensive. Oh, that's to improve it. Oh, okay, one-shot improvement. Yeah, I think tools is probably the next big speed improvement. I guess what I could do is I could set up imports for the tools at first. Then use the tool upgrades to get more efficiency in a lot of the buildings. And then go and build the mines to feed it locally. Yeah. I mostly mean probably purchasing fewer eggs. Yeah, that's probably what I'm going to do. Sad day. Oh, master the mine. So if I just go and X you out... Actually, I guess I can't see. I don't know if you've got any upgrades. If I just X this, okay, it doesn't auto-replace. The replace is very explicitly. And I do think I want to master the mines. So if we find, I don't know, one of our mines over here. Who the hell are you? Oh, you're tourist sightseeing. Elevate. And then I have to go here and then tell you. I guess you must have been the stone mine one. I don't know if you guys can hear Bella in the background. She's being very noisy today. Yeah, it must have been stone. And then if we mouse over here, I mean, so normally it is going to be better to replace. But yeah, what I might, I can't remember who was updated too much. Was it the furniture that was too much? Yeah, for sure. And the grain, actually, yeah. So whenever Isidin dies, we're not going to want to hit the replace. We're going to want to X out because we are going to want to reset those promotions. And then you are on full, which is good. And we still have the carpenters turned off, which I'm going to say is still fine now. Our furniture is going down pretty quickly. Down, down, down by the river bend. I mean, we are using a bunch of the furniture for the daycare, but of course, a lot of the maintenance as well. What I'll do is I'll finish the daycare, which again, I'm thinking might lead to a net freeing up of workers. Let's go to super fast speed for a sec here. Everything's been delivered, which is good. 22, 20. Oh, the number of free workers is going down. Maybe a bunch of people just had kids or more people just got sick. So when this finishes, we'll hire, was it like 20 people in here? But I'm wondering if the number of odd jobbers will go up. Like it might go down first as they get hired, but then might go up as parents are freed up. Build services. Or maybe... Oh, super screenshot. I wonder if we're not going to... That is going up, okay. Because I was going to say, maybe... What was this one? Wrongful deaths. Someone is murdered. Murder most foul. That is working. And the homelessness is going down as well. Loyalty's finally dipped, and so might lead to some emigration. I'm hoping we see some other things go up here. I'm hoping the happiness will go up. as we keep upgrading houses, which we do have the cut stone. So yeah, I think what I'll do, if I just do, oh, I can't do that from that far, but if I do this, presumably it's going to upgrade some things. All right. I don't know if there's an upgrade all tool, but being able to box select like that seems pretty simple. Homelessness has gone down some more. Happiness went and dipped some more too. Is the environment dropping down? Okay, environment has been dipping down. I wonder why. Corpses. Oh yeah, okay, that's fair. But there we go. Perfect. Was. Now I can go and refurnish. Yes! Okay. And then graves. I think it must have been like this. And yes, this is going to take a lot of material. We might have more dips as we're waiting for this to finish. And then pathways. Forgot that I can do this to quickly fill this in, which is kind of nice. And then I will symmetrically build another set of graves on the other side. So I did make this too big. I think some smaller ones would be better. But now that we've got it, let's just commit to this idea. Boy, I really hope these are facing the right way. Like that. And then I do another pathway. Like this. And then it's going to be a row of trees. I guess I was using 3x3 trees. Okay. Right, and this just happened to work out. Oh, no, it's not perfectly. Oh, no, because of course we got the trail. Hold on. Took. And then we go and put in. I don't know if it'll look different if I do 2 3x1s versus a 2x3. We'll do it that way. And then paths on the opposite side of the trees. Shrink that down. So then we've done that. So then it's another series of graves. This. And then back to back. Good. And then path. And then where are we at? Then it's another set of trees. Trees, path. I wonder, do I actually trim this back? Do I just put another set of graves on the outside matching this? I think that's exactly what's going to happen. So you do this. Then you trim down by 1 chooch like that. And I think I'll trim out this other bit. Because otherwise, where would we be at? Oh, wait, no, I've got flowers over here. Hold on. Okay. If we did... No, it doesn't quite work out the same. Then, hang on. Then instead, what we're going to do... Oh, we have to double check the respect numbers are where they should be as well. Boom, 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 boom. Boom. Pathways does boost respect. Like this. And then we have another set of graves. Bear with me. Which is going to bring down the respect percentage. But then what if we just fill this back thing here with a bunch more trees? We don't quite get there, and then I forgot that we've got a little bit of a pattern. You know, I could have kept this path going throughout. I mean, presumably I can also go and deconstruct some of this stuff. Is that what I want to do? I go and say... And then... let's be able to walk all the way through here. That's, I think, a path. This is flower that we gotta get rid of. This and this, like that. Okay. And then put flowers back here and here. And then pathways here, here. Oh, that's going to be easy to miss and F up. Pathways there are all set. Right, that would be easy to miss these guys. Because we know... I guess I could finish the rebuild, let the building happen, but leave the building disabled, and just confirm that everything looks correct before we turn it on. Weird that this ended up being a slightly different shape, but... Okay. Gosh, I hope I haven't made a pattern problem. This would be so easy to miss. 98% respect. I might say that's good enough. I mean, some of these patterns, like, don't line up, but it should look... The paths all should blend together properly. I could just... If I wanted to max out the respect, I could knock out, like, one grave. Maybe I could add right in the middle. Because this is the middle... Yeah. If I went and said something like... Doot, 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 doot. Doot, doot. Blurs. It's already at 100%, but we'll do this for symmetry. Okay. I think this A looks very pretty. 308 graves. Alright, construct. And yeah, if I do... No, I don't want to do the refurnish, so no. Okay, we'll just have to keep an eye on it, because I might have to, like, immediately, turn it off. Oh! Oh, was this path? I had assumed this was paved road. Now, I can make it look like a paved road, and I hope it actually will look correct. Right, paved road over here. If I do something like this, I'm just hoping that this will look correct. I didn't realize those paths were part of that design. Fingers crossed that this looks the same as that. Or at least close enough. Human child sleeping in the graveyard. Yeah, sure, that's fine. We do have quite a lot of fiber. Net negative is interesting. I'm not entirely convinced that that is true, but okay. We are out of grain again. Although it is harvest season now, which is good. I think we still need to go and upgrade our grain production a little bit. I think we may need a few more grain farms. Maybe just one more is going to be all we need. And then if we get to tooling and stuff like that. But yeah, probably a little bit more would be good. Happiness still at 87%, although the corpses are certainly not going to help for that. This is going to take a while, and we are out of wood. And then the furniture is nearly out, so we are going to have to turn that carpenter's back on. But I actually wonder if I should turn on this woodcutter back on first. Like, we are net positive on wood, but it's being consumed very quickly here. I could do a one-time purchase, although speaking of purchases. Treasure limits, that's fine, that's fine, that's fine. Right, we're not selling off furniture anymore. That income's gone away. I wonder if I should turn off something else instead? Or, that's not where I want to be. Oh, we haven't maxed out the wood cutting. Yeah, hold on. I'll max out basic wood cutting for sure. I might go and spend on the skilled wood cutting, which does unlock the tools along the way. Yeah, I'd like to do that. Because I do have... this one's been turned on, right? No, these are both turned off. But we don't have the workers for it right now. I'm happy that we still reserve the space. But yeah, let's go and update the amount of raw wood we produce. So then we don't have to worry about filling this in. Even when we turn on the carpenter again, that'll be fine. Okay, this is looking very good to me. And yeah, we do have a match of these roads. If we ever upgrade these roads to something else, then the paths might not match anymore, but we might just do this. And I mean, it's not symmetrical because we've got the extra set of trees. But I think this is very appealing. I could have, if I made the graveyard a little shorter, like if I'd stopped it here, well, that still would have been symmetrical. It wouldn't have been symmetrical. I guess it would be here than that, but I'm not sure we would have the respect. Okay, so this is now on. Good. You're at 99 workers, the available space, but the corpses are being scooped up, which is good. Then what I'm going to do is come down here, and I'm just going to go and turn off these buildings. Because eventually they'll decay and we'll empty them out. It also frees some workers back up. And I think... I had 2 carpenters, so I still had one of the carpenters enabled. Actually, we're netting positive on carpentry. Not enough to sell, but enough to maintain. Oh, okay. Well, that is an unexpected surprise, but quite nice. I hadn't realized we had that. Okay, so I hadn't killed my carpentry production completely. And in fact, we might be in a good place. 36 odd jobbers, given, you know, we've got 2.5k people in here. Oh, and people are willing to immigrate again. 90% happiness. I mean, there's not a lot of people here. Extra 6, but I'll take it. Okay. Well, here's a good time to put in a cut. So we're going to do that now. And what is the next priority? I don't know. But I actually have to go and run some errands, so I better just leave rather than sit here and navel gaze for a bit. Folks, thank you very much for watching another episode. Keep the feedback coming. Keep it nice. Keep it nice. I know it's hard. It's hard on the internet to, you know, treat human beings as human beings and pretend that these people that we can't see face to face, you know, are sometimes, some of us are sensitive souls. But the feedback has been really useful. Again, big shout out to everyone on Discord as well. And reminder, if you do want to join the Discord, any paid Twitch subscriber, YouTube member, or Patreon supporter, you can link Discord to those accounts. Although for Patreon, you have to do it from the Patreon website. Link Discord from there. But that'll give you access to the Discord, which is usually a much better place to do some chatting. There's a little bit less noise as well, which makes it a little bit easier to communicate. I like the rough path going through this woodcutters area. I really want to keep that. It feels like a meandering path through the woods. And it gives me a little bit of a Central Park kind of vibe over here. Yes, it's a logging industry, but there's also a lot of trees here, which I think is lovely. Anyway, I gotta go. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.